Hello and welcome to Stranded Deep Casual Gameplay. This is not intended to be a how-to guide or a walkthrough. It's simply me playing a game I enjoy playing. And I watch a lot of other people playing games like this online. I enjoy it. Helps me to learn how to play the game. I learn lots of tips and tricks from watching other people. So I thought I'd add my video to the mix and return the favour. So for those of you that have never played this game before, and I'll be very surprised if this is the first time you see Stranded Deep on one of my videos, we've just crash landed in the middle of the Pacific, and we're the only survivor on this raft. You can play multiplayer and be one of two survivors, but in this case it's one. I will apologise up front for any audio issues. I don't have a great setup. This is the first time that I've tried doing anything like this, so yeah, it may not sound too good. Also, I do have an accent. I'm from Australia, and not always understood by people from overseas. And of course, because I'm Australian, we use a lot of slang and odd terms. So if you hear me say something that doesn't sound quite right, it's probably just because that's how we talk here, and I'm a little too old to change. So what are we going to do straight away? Our objectives here, I guess, is first to get some basic tools going, but what I like to do when I start a new run is I like to get a raft set up on the first island, work out where my new base is going to be, and it's usually a large island nearby, and get myself over there as quickly as possible. So first things first, some tools. I have made myself, a bit clumsy, a stone tool, so I will start getting some lashings, turn that into a refined knife. Just a moment. Yeah, so I'll get myself set up with a few tools, and then I'll go and check the wrecks to see if we've got some materials we can use to start putting together a raft. It's helpful if I can find a couple of items in the wrecks as well. Yep, I can make my refined knife. I like to find a torch or a lantern early on if I can, just so I can keep doing things at night time. And it's always good to find a refined hammer, just because if I'm going to start building a raft straight up, it's better to keep all the other resources that I collect instead of having to make a hammer. Let's make a stone tool and a stone tool. Okay, so now I've got a couple of basic tools. I've got my refined knife, I've got an axe, and I'm going to start dropping things off around my raft here, because I want to use this good visibility period, middle of the day, to go and check some of these wrecks. So first thing, we'll make some piles. I'm going to pick these up later, but it's just a bit easier if I put things in piles. Don't have enough stones to make a pile yet. I can make a pile of fibrous leaves. So I'm going to just sort of dump my stuff over here near the raft. Although I'm not going to use that raft. I find this life raft to be really slow and annoying. So I'm on a mission to make a new raft straight away when I start. Sometimes it's a little harder to do when there's not all of the materials you need around the island, but usually it's manageable. There's lots of sticks, and you can use sticks to make a basic raft. There are some things that you need to be careful not to overuse or use up early on. So cloth is one of those items. You need 2 cloth to make a raft with a rudder and a sail. I've got extra cloth now, so I don't have to worry about cloth. There's usually 2 cloth laying on the beach at most islands. Oh, that's good too. That'll help me. Did I just get... Okay. Deja vu. I'm not really interested in getting the vehicle parts just yet. I mean, if they're in the crates, I'll take them, but I'm not worried about it. And the labour maker, yeah, can do without it. Okay. But crates are good. Crates, I need crates. Yep, got some leather and plank scrap in there. Plank scrap's good, so I can make some shelves on a raft. So I haven't found that torch yet. We've got another wreck to go to. Just going to dump my stuff up over here. Yeah, I don't have too many things yet. I should be fine. Of course, good visibility is good for hunting around the wreck and seeing what's there, but it's also helpful for finding sharks, not that guy. Sharks that are about to attack you. No, I didn't just get on the same boat, did I? No, I didn't. Okay, I'm going to take this. Don't really care about that. Yep. Yes, I've got my hammer. Oh, and an air tank, that's good. That air tank will come in handy later. Okay, I've got some barrels here. I don't know if I'll use them, but I might just throw them to shore. Just, yeah, okay, cool. This has got some good stuff. I've got my torch. That's what I wanted. Okay. Alright. Yeah. I don't think I'll get my crafting level up to be able to use these now, but if we come back later, I might grab them. So I think I need to be crafting level 4 to use the barrels to make something. Okay, let's test my throwing arm. Alright, let's go. That was pathetic. Where did that... Yeah, okay. That wasn't good. That wasn't good. That's better. Nice. Okay, that'll do. Right, they're close enough. They're not going to float away. Or one will. I'll go and get it. Oh, walk the plank. And you. Alright. As I said, I probably won't use these. Just because, you know, to make a raft base with them, you've got to have crafting level 4, and that'll take a little bit to get to. I'll probably get it to crafting level 2 before I leave this island. In fact, I'll need to make the raft. But I won't spend too much time crafting. Okay. Yes, I know I'm walking over things, but as I said, I'm going to try and get these wrecks sorted first, just while there's good visibility. Okay, so I can see this little spray happening here, which means there's an underwater wreck. They don't always have something, but this one does. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm getting out of here as quickly as I can. So, sharks are a bit of a worry when you're playing this game. You don't want to be bitten by one, that's for sure. But you can if you're clever, about how you move. You can avoid getting in their way. So staying in the shallows is good. They can't always get up in these shallow areas. Sometimes they clip through, it's a bit annoying. And yeah, sticking close to structures so they can't sort of swim through to you is good. So in boats or next to rocks along the seafloor. It's good. Yeah, I'm getting lots of good stuff. Okay. I'll go back and get those other crates in a moment. Okay, alright, so yeah, not bad. Not bad. What I'd really like to get on the first island is some buoy balls, or buoy balls, as Americans like to call them. We call them buoy balls here, so buoyant balls, kind of easy to remember. Although it doesn't sound right when, when you think of other things it could mean. But anyway, that's the pronunciation here. Okay, so I'm starting to collect my things. So I've got containers here. I'll go around and pick up all the other stuff around the island, and I'll start cutting down some sticks. I'm cutting down some trees to get sticks. But while I can see, well, I will go around the island. I also have, there we go, there's another cloth. There's usually 2, and I already got 1. So that's good. It's okay, so I don't have to worry about cloth for this island because I have enough to make my sail and my raft rudder. Oh, okay. You know what? I don't like having to put things away all the time, so I'll just keep this axe out. It's off to the side and ready to go if I need to hit a crab or chop down some palm saplings or something. Yeah, okay, I'm filled up. Things. Can't pick that up. Can get palm saplings. Okay. Gonna run through the island to get back to my stash over here. Okay. Don't have any sticks. Don't have many of those. My stones. And some black scrap over here. Okay. Yep, got some cloth here. I don't need to organise. You didn't have to drop that. I don't have to organise these things this way, but I just like to see what I've got. Just makes it a bit easier. Yeah. So, okay, back on the job. So we're going to go and collect everything and start thinking about putting together this raft. One thing you'll notice is I'm not bothering to set up too much by way of food facilities, cooking facilities, and water making. This island isn't going to be my home island. I'm going to pick one of the big islands around this this starter island, so that so that we've got some more renewable resources. The big islands have hogs and boars and large crabs, which will respawn, and we can. Okay, let's just knock this tree over so I can make it a bit easier. So we've got a food source and we've got a leather source. If we, at our base, if we pick a different island, if we stick to this island, we're always going to be travelling away to get those items. So I will just get the basics going here. Okay. Have I left anything laying around? No. Is this a stone? Yep, a rock. Now, I didn't grab that torch out of the box, which would have been handy. So I'm going to have to go back to get that. Luckily, I can just see enough and the moon's coming up. In fact, since I've got some flare guns that are pretty useless otherwise, I might even use one of those. Okay, just leave you over here. Sky. Stick palm. And our fibrous leaves. Okay, so how many sticks? We've got 9 sticks. We don't have anywhere near enough sticks to be making our raft base yet, so we're going to have to do a bit of harvesting. Luckily, we've got a flare going, and we can start knocking over some trees. Makes it a bit easier to see. Probably should check my water, and yeah, we're okay. Might get some coconuts now though. Okay, so coconuts, if you don't know the rule, you can drink 2 coconuts within 10 in-game minutes, which is about, I think it's about like 10 seconds, it's not very long. Oh my goodness, do a bit better. Yeah, that's better. And it's fine. But if you have a third one, if you have a third coconut drink inside that 10 in-game minutes, you get diarrhea. And that's the same with these coconut halves. If you have more than 2 in that 10 in-game minute period, you'll get diarrhea. Okay, let's see, what have we got? Okay, we're looking pretty good, but I might just get one more coconut in a moment and drink that. Of course, diarrhea makes you dehydrated, so you will continue losing on your condition on your water meter. So it's a good idea not to get it in the first place. Okay. That one, I think we're okay for food, were we? Oh, okay. Well, let's see if we can eat one more. Oh, did we lose that other one? There it is. Okay. Okay, well, just throw you over there. Did that go too far? I don't know. Okay, this is going to be the boring part. This is the boring part where I go and knock down a bunch of trees. You're probably thinking to yourself, didn't we already have the boring? Hasn't it been boring the whole time? If you're thinking like that, then it's not going to get much better. So yeah, maybe drop the anchor now and find somewhere else to go for your entertainment, because this is about as good as it gets. Sorry. No, I'm just kidding, of course. It will get more interesting. I will probably put myself in danger a lot. And I'll build stuff, and I'll sail places. So, stick around. You know what? There's not a lot of trees on this island, I've just noticed. Other than the palm trees, which take a bit to process, because you've got to cut them down, then you've got to separate the log from other logs and the palm bush, and then you've got to keep cutting it to get it into sticks. So it's slow work. Yeah, normally you get a lot more up the smaller trees, the ficus trees and the like. But that's okay. Just makes it a little bit more challenging. There we go. Let's knock this one over too. our flare has gone out. But it's okay, we can see okay with the moonlight. Harvesting's gone up. We may have to get our crafting level up to be able to build the raft. And one of the ways to do that, building things that you're going to need is, or that I like to use, is I like to craft a bunch of spears, because we are going to need them later. But that, of course, uses up the sticks that I need for the raft too, so it's always better to have sticks. More sticks, if you can. Okay, so we must be getting close to being at full condition. So coconuts don't last forever, they don't respawn. So there's only so long you can do that on an island like this, but I don't plan to stick around on this island for too long. I will go elsewhere and make a water catcher. I do know about the exploit to your unlimited coconut water, and I do use that. Won't use it in this run though, just because I'll try and play a genuine exploit-free style. That said, I don't know what counts as an exploit. Yeah, hunting sharks from safe locations, probably a bit exploitative, but you can do that in real life too. Yeah. Excuse me. All right. So, there we're going. 10 o'clock at night. Looking pretty good. I don't need to sleep. I can keep collecting things. Probably have enough sticks here to make a raft. Do I have the crafting level though? Where are my hammers? Oh, I put them in the ground. Okay. So I'll need a lashing. And I'll need to hold my hammer. And then something's not right. Vehicles. Base. Okay, base. Let's put you there. And now comes the tricky bit, because I think I'll need level 2 to do the top of it. I do. How close are we to level 2? Still a little way off. Could make a shelter. That uses a few sticks and lashings. Could make some spears. Gonna need at least a few of those. Okay, there we go. How many did I make? 4 spears, and we leveled up. Excellent. Wood raft floor. Okay, so now we want to make a rudder. Which takes lashings, cloth, or lashing cloth and sticks. Right, crafting menu. Raft rudder. Okay, will one go on this end? Yes, it will. Good. Okay, I also want a sail. Do have 2 lashings. Sail. I want it pointing away from the rudder. Come on. There we go. Okay, so we can leave the island now. But it would be good to have an extra section on this raft so we can put some storage down. I'm seeing this over here. Did I check this before? I'm seeing 2 of them actually. Yeah. I did these. I don't know if I did this other one over here. Very sorry if I'm about to go back to something that you've seen before. I'm forgetful, okay? Forget where I've been and what I'm doing, and PP plant, and I get distracted. There's two out there. Of course, I know I'm risking shark attack, but you know, it's worth it. Yeah, I may have been here already. I'm sorry. This is where the shark almost got me, wasn't it? Did I go to that though? What is that? Oh, I'm really risking getting hit here. Yeah. There's a shark there. Okay, I'm getting out of here. Getting out of here. Am I swimming the right direction? No, I'm not. Where do I need to go? I'm back here, am I? Okay. This is back to the island. Alright. Okay, so there's something. I did that one. There's something over there, though. Something over there. And I don't know if I've been to that one. Okay, get it together. What do we need? More sticks. Yeah, I guess I was hopeful on finding some buoy balls. Okay, more sticks. We need 14. We've got 12. Well, actually, we need 14 and 4 for the top piece. So that's 18. We've got 12. We need 6 more. Let me just drop my PP over here. And let's drop the lashing and the hammer over here. Okay. Just opening up slots for being able to pick up sticks. Of course, that's a big part of this game, is managing your inventory. You only have so many slots, and you can very quickly find yourself out of inventory space. So that's why you see me running back and forth to my designated like staging area, putting everything that I collect in that area. So when I go to leave, I can pick everything up, and if I need to use stuff while I'm here on the island, I know where it is. There's my coconut bit out there that I threw away before. Yeah, so I'll move to a home island. I'll start setting up all of those things you need for long term. So the water stills and possibly some farm plots. Come to think of it, I don't think I found any potatoes on this island. Might have a quick look for that. Usually you find potatoes, not always. And the reason why I'm focusing on potatoes and farming is I grew up on a potato farm, for one, but I guess it's also helpful to get potatoes going early because we need to make fuel from them later on. So if you can get a potato plot going, let's eat that. That didn't help me. If you can get a potato plot going, then you're on track for... Oh, actually, let's go make that base over here. No. For making fuel. Okay, base. Will you go there? Yes, you will. Okay. Now we need a top for that. Excellent. Now I think we'll have 3 planks. me do? Let's just get rid of these sticks first. Did I pick up 4? I didn't need that 4th one. Oh well. Put it in there in a minute. Okay. So, making a shelf. There we go. It's going to hold some of my containers when I go to leave. I'll just add a plank. Okay, we can put plank scrap in there. Yeah, other than checking if I did or didn't already explore that other rack, wherever it is. Where was it? Is it that one? I think I went there. Never mind. Anyway, I'm ready to go. Ready to go to another island. What time is it? It's 3 in the morning. Still a bit too dark to do that, though. So, maybe I'll spend some time putting my stuff into boxes. And because I'm not too fussed about engine parts, I'll take those out if I need the space. Okay. Let me see what I've got here. Anything doubling up? Yep, that's doubling up. Saw that before, I saw that before, saw that. You can go in there. I think I saw that. Definitely those. Okay, so cloth. What else do we have? Scrap metal. Planks. Not too phased about which which items go in what box. I'm just trying to make sure I stack items as much as possible so that we have more slots open up. I don't think I'm ever going to use 4 of those, but I'll take it anyway. Okay, so we've got torch. I have a torch already, so I don't need that. Okay, compass, rations, bandage, hammer, flare guns. Can't pick those up. We want to take all of those. Actually, did we have rations somewhere else? We did. Keep them together. Scrap metal. Yeah, flare guns. Okay. What else have we got? Pippies. That flare gun. Already had one used. Do I need it? I don't need flare guns. Okay. PPs. We want to take the rocks. Did see a container that was mostly empty. Let's put all our rocks in here. We'll take our sticks. How many spears? We've got 4 spears. Might make some extra spears first. Oh, of course. Just because I know when I get to the next island, I'm probably going to have to deal with a pig or 2. So having some spears ready to go is good. Already, okay. Don't have many fibrous leaves left. Put them in there. Put that in there as well. Alright, now I could go and knock down these palm trees, collect all of those. Collect more sticks, collect fronds, collect coconuts, but I don't feel like I want to stay here much longer. So while we wait for the sun to come up, which isn't too long, I might just get myself stabilised with food and water, which won't take much. And save myself climbing up the tree, spear the coconut out. 1. Sun's coming up. Another coconut there. Now, I needed 3. I'm not going to eat them all. Oh. Sorry, not going to drink them all either in that short 10-second space. Time. Okay. Oh, come on, that was pathetic. That's better. Nearly full. Okay, drink one more. Okay, we might actually take that. Oh, that's annoying. Because I can get out of the box and use it to make a... where those coconuts go? They roll down the water. I can use it to make a shelter for the next island when I get there, and that will be our save for the day. Okay. Alright. Let's get this last coconut. Can we spear it in the water? Can. Drink it. And maybe if we come back here one day, we'll find 2 coconuts ready to eat. Alright. Loading up. Alright. Good thing I've got a little container shelf here, because I would have had to drop some items. I'll put some more items in the box. Okay. Oh, I should have... actually should have got the compass, but I know where I am. Okay. Got to pick an island now. Got to pick an island. So, ideally... it'd be good if we had binoculars, but ideally we're finding a big island that is nearby to this home island. Sorry, the starter island. So that we're sort of in the middle of the map. But yeah, we want those resources that regenerate, like the pigs and big crabs. The larger islands have very tall trees, as you can see over there, and usually some rock formations. And ideally we find one with a cargo ship next to it. Because the cargo ships have so much loot. I'll take that. Probably could try and make a pick and grab those stones. Maybe not. Is that something? Did I miss something? Yeah, I haven't really picked an island. Maybe that one. This one looks a bit further away, but maybe we could go there. Yeah, I didn't see any cargo ships, so... they might be there. But the cargo ships end up being like making the game way too easy. If on your starter island, I should say, if you're on your starter island and you get a cargo ship, then you get a lot of boy balls and heaps of crates. It just becomes way too easy. Yeah, okay, that's not a close island, but we'll go to it. Okay, so we're sailing. We've had a pretty productive first day. Let me just unclip here and check my watch. Yep, so we still haven't gone 24 hours. Well, we're listing to the side here. That's where we're uneven. We've got that on that side. So, yeah, in less than a day, we built our raft. We're sailing. We've collected a lot of items. We're potentially going to find a new home over here. Didn't find any potatoes. That's okay, we'll get some. And yeah, it's been a pretty reasonable start. Didn't get everything we needed. Didn't get those blue balls. But that's okay. That's okay, we've made do. I find playing this game's quite relaxing. I tend to do it as one of the... I play it, not all the time, but sometimes I'll have a run of playing it for a few days in a row. And I like to sort of play it late in the day before going to bed. Just calming game. I'm not fighting against anyone. Not competing. Oh, we've got a whale. Not competing to win anything. It's just me out here to, trying to survive. Let's go and take a look at this whale. Of course, there are sharks and other things trying to hurt me, but I don't find them too difficult to deal with. Let's just have a quick look here. Yeah. I went whale watching recently. Went on a cruise. It's only a couple of hours. We saw a pod of humpback whales going past. I don't know if it's actually a pod. Yeah, that was interesting. They come to the surface every sort of 4 or 5 minutes to get some more air. They're migrating north. It's winter here. So then they're migrating north to the warmer waters. And when I say north, I'm in the southern hemisphere. So going north is going towards the equator. And travelling in a group. There were probably 5 of them, I think, something like that. So we just tailed alongside them, watched them come up for air every now and again. Yeah, it was quite exciting. I should say it was exciting to begin with, but after we saw them surface a few times, it wasn't as exciting. And we're quite grateful to get back onto land because it was kind of a cold day. A cold day for us. It's winter. It's around 10 to 15 degrees at the moment, most days. That's Celsius, which I think is maybe in the 50s Fahrenheit, I think. If that's the unit of measure you're used to. So that's cold for us. Cold here. All right, we made it to the new island. Going to just drag the raft up so that it doesn't float away. And first thing I want to do is make a shelter, because I have the materials to do it here. But first I will drop these guys, because I need that. I will make a tool belt and start putting hotkeys in soon. It's a bit of priority so far. Okay, need a lashing and some sticks. Where did I say sticks? Okay, 3 sticks I think. And just enough fibrous leaves to make a lashing. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to point this towards the middle of the island. When we go off looking at other islands later, I'll try and point my shelter back towards the base. Yeah, as this is the base, I'm pointing it to the middle of the island. I'm going to take a save here, but I can see we've got some things to deal with next time. Got a large hog over there. There will be some snakes, some large crabs as well. So that'll be what we deal with when we start the next episode. Okay. Hope you've had a good time. If you have any comments, anything you'd like to see me do, please leave it in the comment section. Otherwise, have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.